Good morning, Wildcats. So, for today's writing lesson, you are learning about how to add physical descriptions to make your writing even better. Physical descriptions can take two forms. One is precise adjectives, the second is specific topic specific words. So, this video is talking about precise adjectives and what those are. Adjectives are any word that can describe another noun or basically a person, a place, or a thing. So it can describe a chair or a broomstick or a person. There are 5 different types of adjectives that are commonly used in writing. One is that to help your reader visualize what you're talking about is authors use color words. So things like obviously red, green, black, but also things that describe the intensity of those colors. So things like shady, dark, light. So light blue, dark blue, shady sky lets people know that it's not as bright as it normally would be. The shape can also help people visualize better what you're talking about. If you say you have a container, but you don't specify the shape, one person may think of a box, another person may think of one of those big tubs, another person may think of a can. There's nothing to say which one is correct. So we add words like square, round, but also oval, but also things like plump, which lets you know that it's larger, right? More rounded, and thin, which lets you know that something is smaller than what it might normally be. And that leads us to size. So size gives us an idea of how to picture the object as well. You could end up with words common like big and little. You might end up with huge, small, or in the case of my sentence here, fist size. So fist size is an example of a size word that gives people a comparison that they are more familiar with. Because if you say that something is little, it could be that someone is picturing something the size of a grain of sand, but fist size lets you know that when you close your hand, it's about the size of that. Texture refers to what something looks and feels like on the outside. So it sometimes is a word that describes what the material is that it's made out of, like it could be wooden, it could be concrete. In this case, it could be iron, as it is for the bludger. But it could also be the how it feels on the outside, like rough or smooth or spiky. And then finally, we have number. That one's fairly obvious. You can have numbers like 1, 2, 3, or 4 in that case. You could also have big numbers like million that you write out in words or dozens. And that again is to help people visualize how many things you're talking about. If you don't specify a number, people are always going to assume that it's just one. So these precise adjectives of color, shape, size, texture, and number are ways that you can help your reader visualize exactly what you mean. Listen in the next video to find out more about topic-specific words. See you in a minute.